And how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome here to the Pictou County Wellness Center for this game between the Whitecaps and the Fundy Thunder. Or excuse me, the Fundy Stars. Puck drop for the first period is about to be underway. This is the first game of the U13 AAA Girls Provincials here in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Starting in net for both teams, Hannah McDaniel in for the Whitecaps. Natalie Mason in for the Stars, and the game is about to be underway. Draws back straight to Little. She'll hand that one off. Whitecaps get this one off a dump in. They'll head into the corner. It's O'Brien. Trying to play that one around, turned over. They'll have to defend here. O'Brien trying to get in front, and a close chance there for Cormier. Up to the line, a shot on. Robertson a chance. She'll dangle her way through the slot, gets it up to the line. Totten plays that one back into Robertson. Taken there. O'Brien trying to play this one out. Kept in by the Stars. Now the Whitecaps will get it here, and they'll start to break it out, and tripped up there. We're going to get a penalty against the Stars. As that goes back to their end, McDonald will grab it. So Little heading to the box here on the tripping call. And the draw here. Hung up at the dot, and the Stars cleared out early there. And they'll take it the other way, the Whitecaps. Trying to break in here on the power play. In the corner, it's up to the line. Brow trying to grab it. Up for McDonald, over. A shot on there, and it's gloved up by Mason. Both teams will get some fresh legs out. 1:38 left on the Whitecaps power play. And draw one back quickly there by the Stars as they try and clear it once again. Up on the boards, it's kept in at the line there. Whitecaps slips by. A breakaway here for McDonald and the Stars. Short-handed, shot on, and that one's just wide. A quick wrister there in the slot. Now the other way. Whitecaps trying to move in. Stars throwing it right back down there. Lots of good chances for them. Grabbing it, Hodgson. Has it in her own end. Hodgson will wait with it, looking to set up a breakout here. Just a minute remaining on that Whitecaps power play. Pass is moved ahead. Taken right back there by Totten. She'll throw it right back into the Whitecaps zone. Now the Whitecaps moving through. McDonald, and that'll be offside. We'll get a draw here just outside the Stars zone. Draw one back by Fundy. Chasing after it in their own zone, trying to clear it here quickly. It's up to the line. McDonald has it. Shot on. And a big save there for Mason. Another chance here for Brow. She'll play it to the line. Back to Brow on the boards. That goes into the corner. Thymie will have to battle for it here as it pops out. Brow looking. Gets it up to the line. McDonald back to Brow. Couldn't get that pass. It's in deep. Battling for it now. McDonald cycling it. Along into the slot there. Shut down by the Stars defense. A good play there. Kept in by the Whitecaps. They just have 4 seconds left on their power play. Then we're back to 5-on-5 here. Goes over to Turner. Turner loses it there, and that's thrown down. Little chasing, but it'll be an icing. Both teams get some fresh legs out there once again. Paddle forward off the dot. The Stars win it back here. Trying to break this one out. Taken by the Whitecaps. They'll start to move it in. A couple nice moves there by Hodgson, but she's shut down. Thrown in there. McDonald chasing for the Whitecaps. To the line there. Kept in by Meager. Meager at the line. She'll throw it in. Into the opposite corner. McDonald trying to play it in front. No one's home. She'll get it again, however. Battling for it in the corner. Taken there. Now the Stars trying to break out. Little has it here. Has the height to get through. She'll play it in. Chasing after it still. It's moved around there. She'll need some help. Robertson's in. And the Whitecaps trying to clear it out here. Kept in at the line by Irving. She'll take a shot on net. Blocked by a defender. Still battling. Plays it into the slot. Couldn't grab that pass. And now Kayla McDonald throwing that off the glass to clear to the neutral. Irving grabs it. She'll throw it right back in on net. And Irving will chase. Played around. Hodgson trying to get there for the Whitecaps. Battle for it on the boards. Hodgson's out with it. She'll play it around. Turner back in front. A risky pass there in front for the Stars. Couple shots there. And a few big saves from Hannah McDaniel. Now the Whitecaps the other way. Working through Bartholomew. Back behind the Stars net now. Whitecaps in possession. Played over. They're racing forward. Hood's trying to get it for the Stars here, and she will. A nice pass there. Cormier fresh out of the bench. She'll try and get by. Shut down there. A good play from McDonald. Stars will get it here. Irving moving through. Crosses blue. Irving working in. Shot on there. Blocked in front. Great defensive play by Tess McDonald. Hood still with it. Tries to cycle that one to the top. McDonald dumping that back in for the Stars. Played around. McDonald for the Whitecaps now. Up to the line. Shot on there. Tess McDonald with another big block. In behind the Whitecaps net. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be against the Whitecaps. A shot on there goes just high. And the Whitecaps touch it. And we're going to get a hooking call here. Lexi Brow heading to the box for the Whitecaps. She takes a hooking, and the Stars will get their chance on the power play. Tied up at the dot. Up to the line, McDonald. Shot on there, and it's tipped in! The Stars strike quickly on the power play. Big tip goal there. And it's Robertson. Places herself in front, gets the little ramp up with the stick, and she'll strike first here for the Stars. And the draw here won back by the Whitecaps. Moved up the boards. It'll go deep. Mahar racing for it. She'll grab it in the corner. She'll get held there as the Whitecaps try and grab that one. Played around by the Stars, however. Kept in the line by O'Brien. Still battling for it. Comes out to McDonald with the Stars. She'll play it out. McDonald letting that one get out. She'll play it down. She's taken down. No call on this play. It was just a little bit of a mistaken tie-up. The Whitecaps getting this one up to the line. Mahar can't keep it in. It's flying by. McDonald working in. Shot on and a big save there. Natalie Mason. Played around up to the line. Kept in there by Hodgson. Stars will try and grab it out again. Little flipping that one off the boards, gets it out to the neutral. Hodgson having a look here. She'll move that one. Taken there by Little. Little trying to work in now. Poked there by Hodgson. She'll have to go to the boards. Feeds it up to the line. Quick shot. They're battling for it. A couple bodies go down there on the boards. Little grabs it and she'll throw it into the corner and head off for a change. Played around there. Landry now. Trying to feed this one through. Taken there. Up to the line. Totten keeping that one in. Into the opposite corner of the Whitecaps end. Turner cycling that one around on the boards. Stars trying to keep it in. They'll battle for it again here. Pushing it out. Kept it at the line by Totten. And a shot on there. Pad save from McDaniel. And that's fired down. The Whitecaps get it out. And they'll get a well-needed change here. McDonald cycling this one out for the Stars. Trying to poke it through now. McDonald again with it. Taken there by McDonald. Tess McDonald working through. Nice move there into the slot. Backhand shot gets deflected in front. It'll go to the corner. Along the boards. Almost kept in there, but it sneaks out to the neutral. Whitecaps have it. Thrown in there. Totten grabbing that one. She'll play right back down the ice. McDonald racing for it, looking to beat the icing. And it's fair. McDonald gets taken down. Whitecaps trying to break this one out. Kayla McDonald couldn't get it out there. It's back for Clara McDonald. Flipped out to the neutral. Harzer couldn't keep it. Now the other way. Hodgson. Or excuse me. Maddie Chisholm trying to push through there. Shut down. A good opportunity. Now the other way. Little has it. Works that one into the Whitecaps zone. Into the corner now. Taken there by O'Brien. Whitecaps with it. Breaking out here. They'll get hung up on the boards. And we're going to get a call here. And it's Little heading to the box here for cross-checking. Or excuse me, interference. So Whitecaps back on the power play, an opportunity to tie things up early in the first. Or excuse me, late in the first. So they cycle it in. Shot on there from Brow and a save. Brow still battling for it. Gets it around. In front, a shot on! And what a 1-2 goal in the slot. The Whitecaps tie things up quickly on the power play. A big goal there from Grace McDonald, the assistant captain. What a setup there from Berthiaman. In Gretzky's office. Stars have it now off the draw, trying to push this one through. McDonald of the Stars has it. A move to get around. She'll take it behind the net, looking for an option. Plays it into the slot, trying to battle at it. And it's back, Whitecaps moving the other way. Pushing through. They'll dump it in there. Fundy back in possession. A nice pass there. And it's dumped in to the Whitecaps end. They'll head off for a change. Cormier trying to put some pressure on. She'll get some help. Whitecaps trying to break out here. McDonald flipping this one by, trying to feed it down, trying to beat the icing. And they can't get there in time. That'll be an icing against the Whitecaps. Draw here. One back by Fundy. Up to the line. McDonald a shot on. And it's blocked there by a Whitecaps defender. It selects McDonald. Or excuse me. Shot on there. And a big save. That was Kayla McDonald. Battling forward on the boards here. Stars trying to bat this one out. Kept in. Up to the line. Tess McDonald trying to keep it in here. She will. A nice play on net there. And it'll get covered up by Natalie Mason. Draw here in the Fundy zone. Shot on, a quick one and a big toe save there. She doesn't know where it is. Natalie Mason keeping her team tied in this one. A quick shot off the draw. We're out taking the draw here for the Whitecaps. Gets it over to McDonald. Played up to the line. O'Brien trying to keep it in. Little pushes by. Trying to play it off the boards here. She's getting held up. Landry takes it, gets a shot on, blocked in front. Brow playing it around. Robertson tries to grab that one, blows a tire. It's back for O'Brien. Moving it to Turner. Quinn Turner with it in her zone, plays it around. Back, and that pass is a little off. O'Brien couldn't grab it. And it's in deep. Robertson trying to play it back to the slot, and it's blocked there and thrown the other way. Turner. Cycling. Here's that one. O'Brien trying to get it back to Turner. And Robertson battling for it once again. Cycling it to the line. Shot on there from Irving. They'll battle for it in the corner. And it's back around for Turner. Now Turner trying to move out here. Nice move. She'll get it out to the neutral. Quinn Turner dumps that one in, and she'll head off for a change. Irving moving that one down. Thrown right back in by Hodgson. Deep in the Fundy zone, battling forward in the corner. Played in front. Pass blocked there. Played to the line. Hodgson with a quick shot in deep. Another shot on. Hits the outside of the netting there. Up to Irving. She'll try and play this one out. Battling for it. McDonald in there as well. It flips out for the Whitecaps. Now the other way. Hodgson with it. Dumps that one in to the Fundy zone. McDonald will chase, and the rest of them will change here. Fundy with it. They're going to start to break out now. Out to the neutral. McLean, a nice play there, but it's taken. Whitecaps trying to move the other way. Flipped in. Played over. McDonald with it. Poked away there. Now the other way. Chisholm dumping that one in. Chasing it in. Chisholm a shot on, and it goes wide. McDonald trying to play back in front. Taken there by Totten. She'll play it up. Kept it at the line there by Claire McDonald. Back in, Claire McDonald keeping it again. She'll play it into the slot there, but it's moved to Totten, to McDonald. McDonald trying to flip it by, she will. And McLean throwing that one down. That one offside. Whitecaps will have to take possession, and take a breather here. Moved by McDonald over. Dumped in by the Whitecaps. Chasing after it, Ryland Dorian. She'll grab it in the corner. Playing it around. Up to the line, a shot on from Turner. Tipped wide there, almost picked the corner. Played in front again, but it's taken. Robertson the other way now. Trying to pick up some speed. She'll flip that one over. And it's taken there. Nice defensive play from Quinn Turner, and that will end the first period. Lots of back and forth action. Teams will take a quick breather here, talk things over, and we'll be back in just a moment for the second period.
Welcome back here, folks. Second period action about to be underway. Billy switched sides. They're tied up 1-1. And it looks like
the Whitecaps starting this period, with the power play as Robertson of the Fundy Highland Stars heads for the box. So a chance for the Whitecaps to take their first lead of the game after tying things up late in the first. In an extremely back and forth game. So they're battling in the Fundy zone. Whitecaps in possession up to the line. Claire McDonald plays that one back in. Turner, a shot on, and a save there by Mason. Played in front, she'll have to be careful here. McDonald tries to flip it out, and she'll get it out to the neutral. Turner with it. Played back in, Mahar has it. She'll clear it down the ice there for the Stars. Played around, Whitecaps have it in their own zone. They'll break the other way. Flip through. McDonald couldn't grab it. It's thrown right back down by Fundy. Claire McDonald with it for the Whitecaps. She'll move that one. With IMU dumping it through, a great pass there. Working in, a shot on, and it rings off the post. What an opportunity there for the Whitecaps. Played in front again. Mason getting down. Another shot, and it goes wide. They can't buy one of the past couple shots here. To the line, McDonald dumping that one in. Shot on again, blocker save for Mason. Stars trying to clear it. Whitecaps keep it in, and they'll keep the pressure on. So they try and bring it the other way. Flip down the ice there by Fundy. Flip by. McDonald playing it through. Lee McDonald trying to move that one in. McIsaac couldn't grab it in time. It's flipped back. Cormier with it for the Fundy Stars. She'll play it in now. Short-handed, trying to pass it over. It's taken there. And it's taken right back by Robertson, who's fresh out of the box. She'll play that one down. We are back to 5-on-5 here as it goes to Cormier in the slot. Back to McDonald. A shot on there, and she scores! What a goal! Fundy beats the power play, or excuse me, the penalty. and jumps right back on the offense, and they'll take the lead once again here. Addison McDonald, I believe, getting that goal. A big one for Fundy. Now working in once again. Taken there by the Whitecaps. They won't let that happen again. Playing by, a shot on there from Bartholomew. Goes to the corner. Trying to cycle it. Up to the line once again. Kept in by Hodgson. Over. The shot on, and it's gloved up there by Mason. Both Mason and McDaniel making a lot of big saves here to keep this a low-scoring game thus far. Mason seeing a few more shots, though, as the Whitecaps pushing lots of offense here in this game. As the Fundy Highland break in now. McDonald playing it in front. Rebounds alive. Robertson, and she scores! Robertson keeps the goal train going. She'll make it 3-1 for the Stars. Played around into the corner. Whitecaps with it. They'll try and break out here. Move through. Claire McDonald with it. She's pushing by. Gets it in. Over. A nice play there, but it's shut down. Rao trying to play it back in. It's up for Robertson. She'll try and flip it by. Kept in. Claire McDonald with it. Shot on there. Tipped in front. Rebounds alive. And Mason with another save there. McDonald in the corner. And the Stars clear it here. Doesn't look like this one will be icing. Playing through, turned over there. McDonald over, shot on. Big save, rebounds alive. And it's controlled there. Whitecaps blocking a couple of big shots there. Now the other way. McIsaac. Into the corner, she's taken down. And we won't get a call there. Into the corner now. Stars with it, battling for it. It's played around. McDonald will chase. She'll grab it in her own end, trying to get it to Irving. Kept in at the line. It's O'Brien. Playing it into the corner. McDonald with it again for the Stars. She'll play it off the boards, getting it to Hood. Hood trying to cycle it out there, passes a little off, and O'Brien dumps it right back in on net. Mason will decide to cover this one up. Draw here in the Fundy zone. One back there by the Whitecaps up to the line, kept in by O'Brien. We'll try and play it in here. A couple nice moves. Shot on, and it's tipped to the side there. To the line again. O'Brien keeping it in. Chasing after it, McDonald. And she's taken down there. No call on this play. A big save. Another shot on. Whitecaps, a couple good chances there. And that's a hit. We're going to get a penalty against the Stars here. Looks like it'll be Cormier heading to the box. And Whitecaps, a great chance to cut the Fundy lead in half. They've been pushing lots of offense. Just haven't gotten the chances. They look to here. And the Stars get it off the draw. They'll clear it down there. Now the Whitecaps recovering. They'll bring it the other way. Thaimu working in. She'll cut back, looks to the line, gets it to Turner. Over. Shot on there, tipped in front. And it goes to the corner. McDonald cycling it. Brow to the line. McDonald back to Brow. Shot on there. Blocked in front. Another shot. Rebounds alive. Irving trying to get this one. And it's back to the line again. Claire McDonald dumps that one back. Turner. Shot on in front. And it's controlled there. A big play from Little. We'll get it out to the neutral. Just a minute left on this Whitecaps power play. McDonald trying to work in with it. And it's dumped right back in to the corner of the Fundy zone. Moving this one on the boards. Fundy gets it. And they'll dump this one down. With just 40 seconds left on that Whitecaps power play. Whitecaps looking to break out here. And get a few more shots on before their time comes to an end on the advantage. Quinn Turner bringing that one through. A shot on there by Sadie McDonald. Fundy trying to break it out here. Robertson gets it through. McDonald pushing by for them, chasing after it. She'll play it around, killing this one off in the zone as much as she can. But now the Whitecaps the other way. One last rush on the power play. Move through. Sadie McDonald, a couple shots there, and it's back to the corner. And we're 5-on-5 now. Whitecaps cycling it. Aaliyah McDonald playing it back in. A couple bodies go down there behind the net. Totten. Over to Robertson. Robertson trying to play that one through to Hood, excuse me. Hood dumps that one in. To the Whitecaps end. They'll grab it here. Hodgson having a look. Poked there. A big poke and a shot on. And it's covered up there by McDaniel. Good opportunity for Landry. 7:02 left to go here in this second period. Fundy leads 3-1 after a couple quick goals. As that one's played back, chasing after it on her tail. Blithaimu has the Jets on. And it's back. O'Brien tried to dump it in there. And a big hit there. We won't get a call. Now playing it in. O'Brien into the corner. Looking. Plays it up to the line. Shot on there. And a big save for Mason. Hausnard at the line. Let's try and keep this one in. In deep. Shot on. From Dorian, and that goes wide. Hood has it for Fundy, trying to clear it out here. Gets it through to Irving. And Irving will play it down there. That'll be Fundy icing. Draw here. Whitecaps get it to the line. O'Brien playing it back in. And deep, moved around there by Dorian. Along the boards now. Battling for it. Irving getting herself in there, trying to grab this one. It flips out, taken right back by the Whitecaps. To the line again, O'Brien playing that one in on the boards. Back around, Chisholm racing for it, trying to get there as well as Brow. And it's flipped out there. McDonald keeps it in. A shot on. A weird bouncing puck there. The rebound cleared out. Now Fundy, a nice pass over. Cormier couldn't reach it. And it's taken right back by Turner. In her own zone, Cormier putting on the pressure. Turner has it still. She'll look for an option here. She's pushed back to the corner. Turner plays that one over. O'Brien flipping it by. Rao over, and it's kept in by Totten. The pass was a little off there. Played through, a nice play. Now the other way. Grace McDonald dumps that one in. Robertson on the boards here, trying to break out for Fundy. She'll flip it out to Landry, but she couldn't catch it there as it was in between her feet. Hodgson moving that one around. Turner looking for an option. It's turned over there. Robertson into the slot. Puck's alive for Little. A couple shots there. And a couple big saves for McDaniel. Now the Whitecaps the other way, flipped over. McLean trying to clear to the boards for Fundy, and she will. McLean with it again. Having a look for a breakout option. Gets it to Little, trying to poke at it. And that'll be offside against the Whitecaps. Draw here just outside the Fundy zone. Bayou gets kicked out of the draw there. And it's one back through. Hood with some speed. Plays it over. A nice pass there. Irving couldn't grab it. Now Whitecaps the other way, looking for an opportunity of their own. Played back, and they're shut down as Irving takes it there. Then a couple collide with the board. Hood pushing by. Working through now. Hood cuts back, looks for an option. McDonald with the 1-T. And it goes wide. Hood with it again. Trying to play it in front. Pass blocked by Tess McDonald. Now they'll try and play it out. Brow flipping it ahead. Getting it through, but it's taken there by Cormier. Cormier playing it by and collides there. Hausnard has this one. Working in, a shot on. Tries to pick the corner, a blocker save there from Mason. Now out in front. Couple of shots on. Hausnard with another chance and a glove save. Natalie Mason makes the catch through traffic. Keeping her team ahead. Played back by the Stars, and they'll throw it down there. That'll be an icing. Draw here in the Fundy zone once again. Whitecaps win it back, a quick shot there. And that goes wide as Dorian tries to snipe one. Now Fundy breaking out the other way. Cormier pushing by. Crossing red, shut down there by Turner. Now taking this one, the Whitecaps with it, pushing it through is Dorian. This one's played back, Cormier. Trying to cycle it back. Battling for it. Grabbing this one. And flipping it by is McLean trying to get it to McDonald. Shut down there by McDonald. Turner trying to dump that one back in. A real battle for it here in the neutral as Little's trying to push by now. Little dumping that one in. She'll take it behind in front and a quick shot there. It's back here. Kalia McDonald trying to catch up. Grace McDonald will grab it. Throws it in. McLean moving this one for Fundy. Gets it ahead. Little along the boards. She's pulled down. We're going to get a penalty here against the Whitecaps. A shot on from McLean goes into the corner. Mason racing for the box here, or excuse me, the bench. Moved around. Robertson couldn't grab it. It'll go to the line. Trying to grab this one. Robertson has it here. Nice move into the slot. Little a shot on. It's alive in front, and they score! They won't need the power play here. Macy McDonald with a big one. Macy McDonald makes it 4-1 for Fundy. In the remaining couple minutes of this second period. This one's played over. Berthymie trying to break in. McDonald up to the line. Turner a quick one. That'll go in behind the net. Playing it in front, and Mason jumps down there on that one. A minute and 8 left to go here in this period. Winning this one off the draw. It's Fundy. They try and break it out here. That'll be offside. Draw here at the dot. One back by the Whitecaps. Pushing through. Tausnard trying to grab that one. It's taken by Taut, and she'll push it through. Battle for it in front here. Little gets that one taken right off her stick by Berthymie. And she'll cut around in the remaining minute here. Hodgson dumping that one in. In behind for Hood. Gets that one out. Little passing it through for McDonald. Tries to push it through for Robertson. And that one's thrown back in by the Whitecaps. Whitecaps there. Hood pushing by. Tries to feed Little. Couldn't grab the pass there. It'll be a Stars icing. .21 seconds remaining here in this second period.
Going to get Brendan.
Draw here, pushed back in by the Whitecaps as they chase for this one. Irving trying to get by here. We're going to get a penalty in the last few seconds of this period. Claire McDonald, a shot on there. And it's touched with just 3 seconds remaining. And it'll be Jillian Irving heading to the box here for tripping. So the Whitecaps will start the third period with a power play unless they can throw one in here in 3.7 seconds to head back to the locker room on a positive note. Quick draw here. Bartholomew obviously trying to go for the shot off the draw. And that'll do it for the second period. So Fundy taking a big jump, scoring 3 as they lead 4-1 now, but the Whitecaps an opportunity to get back on that scoring train as they start the third with a power play. Both teams heading back to their locker rooms here, and we'll be back in just a moment on High Button Sports. And welcome back here, folks. Third frame about to be underway between the Whitecaps and the Fundy Highland Stars here in the U13 AAA 2026 Provincials at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Fundy took a big lead in the second period. They lead 4-1, but the Whitecaps have been pushing offense all game, and they look to do so here again and throw a couple by Natalie Mason, who's been locked down in between the pipes for Fundy. Hannah McDaniel in between the pipes as well for the Whitecaps. She's been holding her own, but Fundy just keeps pushing by and getting some nice chances. So Fundy looking to defend the lead. Whitecaps looking to come back and tie things up and maybe take a lead of their own. Puck drop for the third is about to be underway. And here we go. Whitecaps winning this one back. Moved over. Claire McDonald getting it through. Turner moving it by. Whitecaps will try and break in here now. Grace McDonald with this one. A couple nice moves there. She'll go into the corner of the Fundy zone. Battling for it is Hood. Taken there behind you. In behind the net. Looking for an option, flips it through to Brow. To the line, McDonald trying to poke at it. Now the other way, Little trying to push by. It's taken there by Turner as she gets back first. Turner for the Whitecaps brings it back to the neutral. Turner working in with some speed. She'll cut around in front. Poked away there into the danger zone by Mason. In front, Hood. In the corner, circles around, and she'll throw it down the length of the ice there. The first clear from the Fundy zone. Just under a minute left to go on that Whitecaps power play as they try and push by once again here, moving in. And it'll be offside against the Whitecaps. Draw here just outside. Clee McDonald wins it over. Drop back to the line. Tess McDonald plays it in. A nice play there. Shot on. Big save from Mason. As Clee McDonald takes a big shot, and we're going to see another penalty here. It'll be against Highland. Heading to the box here, the other Irving. Both Irvings in the box here for the Stars. So the Whitecaps a big opportunity now, 3-on-3 for 33 seconds. That'll be, or 5-on-3, excuse me, not 3-on-3. Whitecaps trying to grab this one into the neutral. Moving this one by. Brow, the captain, grabs it here. In front of the Fundy bench, Brow still battling for it. Highland trying to clear here. They get it out to the neutral. Yeah, the other way, Turner rushing through. Turner working in. A shot here, and a big save for Mason. Totten here in the corner. Fires this one down, held at the line by Grace McDonald. To the corner. Pushing through, and we're going to get another penalty against the Stars. So the Whitecaps go back to 5-on-3 action. It'll be Totten heading to the box here. Whitecaps as good as an opportunity as they're going to get on the board. Hopefully they can get one through here. They've had plenty of great chances. So try and win it back quick here. It's up to the line. Whitecaps working on it again. A shot. Covered up there by Mason. Draw here again. Brow gets it back to the line. Turner. Claire McDonald, a shot on there. It goes wide. So they try and grab it. It's alive there in the danger zone. Whitecaps with it. Bartholomew cycling that one. McDonald back. Bartholomew in behind, plays it in front. They couldn't get the shot off there. Brow to the line. Claire McDonald throwing it in. Taken there. Now Little has this one. She'll hold it to try and kill off the clock, and she dumps it in. In behind the net, Little still trying to battle at it, killing the clock here. She'll race back, chasing Turner. Turner with speed working in. In front, a shot on there, goes wide. Up to the line, played into the corner, chasing. Grace McDonald there, battling at that one, she'll take it here. Tries to go for the wraparound and tucking it by, but Mason shuts the door. Just 4 seconds left on the Whitecaps 5-on-3, then they'll head to work on the 5-on-4 for 48 seconds.
To the line, 5-on-4 now, and shot there, blocking save. Put it in the corner. She'll look to clear this one out here. She'll cycle around again. Hood. Cutting. Spins around. That's there for the Stars. Hodgson has this one. She'll rush the other way now. Just 20 seconds remaining on the Whitecaps power play. Hodgson working through. Cuts back along the boards now, looking for an option. Gets it to the line, miscommunication there. And it'll go down, Tess McDonald. Fires that one by. And it's stumped in by Hodgson. In around the back of the net, Bartholomew battling. Poked that there by Totten, who's out of the box in front. A shot on, big save, another one, and it's in, the Whitecaps get on the board once again. A big one for them. So Bartholomew getting that one there. She had lots of shots, lots of chances all over the puck, and she'll get one by here. And they cut down that Highland lead just a little bit, and they'll look to do it again here. That passes off. Lindsay McDonald throwing that one through. Cormier trying to play it back, but it's dumped in there. Mason will let this one play as she gives it off for Totten. Totten pushing by. It's up to the line. Turner, a shot on, blocked in front. They couldn't see that one. And Turner takes it right back. Plays it in, McLean flipping it through for Cormier. Over, and that pass is shut down by Turner, a great defensive play. Now back, Fundy have it in their zone. Pass miscommunication there as it's played in front. Claire McDonald trying to get the shot off, but her stick's held. To the line, O'Brien. Over, kept in. Quick shot there from Turner. Rebounds alive, and it's cleared to the corner there by McLean. And that one's moved around. Along the boards, O'Brien pushes to keep it in. She'll take it on the board here. Pinching in, O'Brien, shot on. And a big shot there, and a big save as well. Brown moving it over, O'Brien. Gets it on the boards as McDonald puts the pressure on. McDonald pushing by. Hit off of it there, and it's cleared down by Fundy. That'll be an icing. Draw here again in the Fundy zone. Quick off the draw there. It'll go to the boards. Whitecaps getting it to the line. Meager has this one. Spins around. Plays it in.
Grace McDonald plays it in front, and it goes to the other side. Kalia couldn't grab it there. Back out to the neutral now. Landry trying to fire this one into the Whitecaps zone, but they'll take it right back here. Bartholomew looking for an option, plays it through. Grace McDonald dumping that one in. Back down for Irving. Irving has this one. Dangling behind the net, a couple nice moves. Plays it around for Robertson. She already has the one in this game. She fires it over. And Landry throws it down there. And it'll be an icing. Draw here in the Fundy zone. One back by the Whitecaps. McIsaac with a shot on there. It's alive in front. Still poking at it. It's covered up by Mason. Along the boards here. Tripped up there, no calls. The Whitecaps trying to go to work here. Held in at the line, but it's pushed through. Back to the neutral. And Fundy has possession. Pass to the opposite side here. Gets pushed back. Tess McDonald trying to poke this one in. It's in deep to the Highland zone. Whitecaps not letting the selects get out of there. As that one flips out to the neutral. Pushed through by McDonald, but it's back into the hands of the Whitecaps. Working in, a shot on. That one goes high and wide. Another shot. Rebounds alive in front. They're battling at it. Back out. Tess McDonald. A quick one gets blocked in front there. And it's back down into the Whitecaps zone, chasing after it. McDonald poking at it. She'll get it here in the corner. Cycles it out. It's up to the line. Nice move there. Totten throws it in. And that one tips just wide. Cormier wasn't able to get there for the rebound. And that flips out to the neutral. Totten racing for it. She'll throw that one back. McDonald flips it up high and in. And that one's fair. O'Brien gets taken down there. We're going to get a penalty coming to the Stars. Is that one touched there? And the Whitecaps will head back to work on the power play with 6:18 left to go as they need a couple quick ones. Here. 5-on-4 for the Whitecaps. And they lead the shots with a big margin. Shots 26-9. For the Whitecaps here. They've been pushing offense all game. Just haven't got the hockey gods on their side, as well as Natalie Mason being locked down in between the pipes. This one goes off the board. Little trying to clear it out here. The Whitecaps going to work. It's up to the line. They still have it. Playing this one over. Brow working in, a shot on. Tips in front and a close chance there. Almost slips through the 5-hole. Brow with a big chance, but Natalie Mason, big save. Draw here. Along the boards, Bartholomew. Brow to the line, Claire McDonald. She'll take a look at this one, plays it over. Back to McDonald. McDonald having a look, a shot there. And that one slips through the Whitecaps. They cut the lead in half. They're only down by one now. Grace McDonald with a big one here. A weird bouncing puck rolls by. Whitecaps just down by one now. Meager having a look. She'll play it through. Back to the line. Irving trying to dump it in here. It's pushed through. Bartholomew already has one here. She's shut down by Landry. Dumped back in by Hodgson. Mahar will take it. Throwing it by there. Shut down in the neutral.
Whitecaps goal, scorer number 19, Grace McDonald.
Trying to grab this one. It's a battle for it in the neutral, back and forth here as it's dumped in by the Stars. In behind, Little. Cutting, looking for an option. And the rebound's controlled there by the Whitecaps. Now they'll move out here. Passing that one through. Brow trying to catch up to it. She'll have to battle on the boards here. McDonald working at it again. Couple nice moves there. It's poked away. She'll dump it right back into the corner. Brow with the speeds in there first. Plays it in front. And we're going to get a penalty here against the Stars once again. In around. It's in deep there. They'll touch it. And the Whitecaps head back to the power play with 4:25 left to go in this period. They're only down by one now. They'll put out their top scorers here, their biggest shooters, and their best playmakers as they look to tie things up in the first game of the 2026 U13 AAA Girls Provincials. Brown throwing that one up to the line, Turner. Turner working in now, tries to play this one over, taken by Little, and she'll clear it down here, chasing after it. Cormier, shot on, and it goes wide. But Little will come in, and the Stars will try and kill things down here. As Cormier keeps the pressure on, Brown gets it by. Now working in, Grace McDonald couldn't get that one through, it was poked there. It's back. Kalia McDonald working in now. Goes wide. Plays it back to the line. Turner over. Barry McDonald back in. Kalia McDonald trying to get a shot off here. And that goes to the side. Bartholomew cycling it behind the net. Grace McDonald chasing. Into the corner. She'll have to battle for it here with 3:30 left to go. That goes out to the neutral. And down the length of the ice there. The Stars will get a change. Turner has this one. She'll push the other way. Turner quarterbacking this play. Brings it in here. They stay on side. She'll dump it into the corner. Chasing after it. Robertson has it now, and she'll throw it down for the Stars. Just 35 seconds left on this Whitecaps power play. Turner has it again. She'll look for an option. She plays it out here. Kept in by Robertson. Taken back. Kalia McDonald. Risky play there as it was poked by Robertson towards the net. Now Macy McDonald keeping it in for the Stars. She'll take it in the corner. Taken down there. No call on this play. And that goes back out to the line. We're back to 5-on-5 play here as it's moved to Cormier, and she'll dump it in to the Whitecaps zone. Tess McDonald moving the other way, gets it to Hodgson. Hodgson flipping it by. They'll battle for this one, and a couple bodies go down there. Stars bench wanted a penalty. They won't get one here. Hodgson throwing that one on, bounces through. Controlled there by the Stars in their own zone. Up to the line. A shot on. Berthani tries to go up high. Hits off the mask of Mason. What a shot there. As it flips back out. Stars moving it. It's kept in by the Whitecaps. A shot on. And it's covered up by Mason. The Whitecaps not letting up here. They have a minute 33 left to tie things up. And coming out of the net now is Hannah McDaniel. It'll be 6-on-5 for the Whitecaps with a minute 33 left to go. The draw here. Oh, and the ref noticed that the net down on the Whitecap side is a little bit off. So he'll fix it there and we'll be ready to play. Oh, and we'll get a timeout called here by the Whitecaps as well. They'll take the opportunity. Let their players breathe as they've been cycling through quite a bit. Fundy having talks as well as to how they want to kill this one off and hold their lead. Whitecaps talking plans on how to get this one through and tying things up. Timeout over. So we're ready to play on. Players head back out, a minute 33 left to go here. Draw, the Stars win it back. McDonald trying to push by, she'll play it out. Fundy throwing it down there, and it just hits the outside of the net. That'll be icing against the Stars. Reminder, it is 6-on-5 for the Whitecaps as they have the empty net. So any icing from the Stars will count as one. As they try and throw it down here, Robertson poking it by. It's kept in by Clea McDonald, not for long. As that one's thrown down here. No icing here. Tess McDonald moving it around, but Robertson's there to try and steal. Can the Whitecaps control it here? Just under a minute left to go. The Stars will try and hold it on this board. As they battle for it, it's cleared around the boards there to the opposite side. The Whitecaps have it. Trying to push by, it's taken. McDonald trying to throw that one down. It's back into the possession of Turner. Turner looking to quarterback this play once again. But the Stars hold them in the neutral. Back around. Brow has this one. 20 seconds left to go here. Whitecaps looking for one last rush. It's stumped in by the Stars. Back around. Tess McDonald will grab it here in the corner. Plays it up. Grace McDonald trying to push it by. It'll get tied up on the boards here. And that'll do it. The Stars with the first win of the game and the first win of the tournament. They'll take it 4-3. A big game there. Stars walk away with the win, but the Whitecaps, an unfortunate loss. They pushed all game, getting 30 shots in total, to the Stars' 9 shots on net. Both great great teams, and that's why they're here at the provincial tournament. We'll stick around here for the player of the game ceremony.
The player of the game for Quad County Whitecaps, number 6,
Bartholomew getting player of the game for the Whitecaps, a well-deserved one there, all over the puck the entire game.
And the player of the game for the Fundy Highland Stars, number 20, Lachlan.
And Robertson gets it here for the Stars. A well-deserved one as well. And that'll do it, folks. Fundy Highland Stars take the win 4-3 over the Whitecaps. We'll be back here in a little bit for the next game for the U13 AAA Girls Tournament. Provincials here, Pictou County Wellness Center. We'll be back on High Button Sports.